Whether it's a huge farm or an apartment balcony, the National Wildlife Foundation says anyone can make an outdoor space friendly for other living things. Lindsay looks at national wildlife habitats and a couple in Omaha with a neat connection.
Jen, so I'm on 58th Street here in Benson, and there are across the country a couple thousand of these national wildlife habitats, but two of them right here in the metro are on the very same street.
A love for the outside. That quiet hum of crickets. And the chirp of the birds. All reasons why more than a decade ago, Christine Watson began putting in wildflowers and brush into her backyard, already full of giant trees.
I love to be outside and I like nature.
Over the years, she added a fountain, more landscaping and bird feeders, and with those, the migrating birds started coming. Their cover brush, water, and food sources are just some components that the NWF looks at to qualify a yard as a wildlife habitat. The hope is more homeowners will get on board in metros like Omaha, providing a place for animals that might otherwise have no place to go.
There's enough that you have a little bit of a yard feel, so it's not completely like a jungle.
And another animal lover has gone wild with her yard. Just down the street from the Watsons, Diana Vogt has made water and flowers staples in her backyard too. And with that, she too welcomes some guests in her backyard sanctuary.
My very favorite thing is the spring when they fledge. And you have the young birds and they're just kind of learning how to fly.
You're in the middle of a busy neighborhood and sometimes you can imagine that you're not. Imagine you're miles away from all that.
Proving that these people's love for the outside has led to the outdoors loving them.
I think it's a treasure.
So definitely a little non-traditional. I don't know if I would be welcoming snakes or wild animals into my backyard, but the Watsons say that's what they love about it and that they welcome any of these animal guests. Well, except for one. They did at one point in time have a family of raccoons that had tried to make their way from the habitat into their chimney. Talk about some wild house guests. In Benson, I'm Lindsay Thies for Upfront at 4.
Yeah, I don't know if you want the raccoons in your chimney. Not a good spot for them. I grew up on 9 acres of land, so I love the outdoor feel. That's just gorgeous.
So do I. I wouldn't quite know how to design it as beautifully as they did, but one thing I noticed, no need for a lawnmower in some of those lawns.
No.
That's the good part.
It's just this natural habitat, and then with all the landscaping, it works its way in. It's beautiful.
Very